Yo, welcome back. You tune in to the future of Sports Talk Radio. We are Truth Be Told Sports Podcast. It's your boy King Hulie here on the mic, and you know the vibes. You know who I'm with. My boy Hollowpoint. That was a lot, man. What's going on, dog? What's
up, man? Nothing.
Random poses. Okay, trying some new stuff.
Random poses.
Okay, that's dope.
I've been around my son a lot too much, I think.
I can tell. Yeah. I can tell. So. How's speaking of how's he doing?
Good, man. Started baseball.
Nice.
So he's 15, I guess 15U. So because he didn't make the high school team, we got a lot of anger to take out on rec league this year. So our plan is to dominate.
Okay. Hey, do that. You know what I mean? Yeah. Make a name for yourself.
Yeah. Bat flips.
Hey, take 0 prisoners.
No,
all right.
None at all.
And if he needs some motivation. Did you see that TikTok ad?
I did. Of course, I saw it.
Yes. Shout out to this. I hate that bat flip. I wouldn't have done that either if that guy wasn't such a jerk. Yeah, pitcher became such a jerk at one point. Yeah. But that walk off ended the game for us. A shout out to my Thursday night softball team, the Long Beach Spring 2006 champions. Just hit it. Also, staying on topic, right? Shout out to the Norwalk Cubs, the minor C Cubs. Right, we had our first game on Wednesday, right? Dominated 20-10. Let's go.
Nice.
Baby. It's just a pleasure, dude. Like, see the amount of information they retain, and it's like they've been practicing too. So it's like just watching them get better is always a blessing. Saying something as a coach that will always warm your heart. So
right.
So it's always dope.
Good job, coach.
Yes, sir. Appreciate it, man. We got a special guest in the building today.
Okay.
For you on Instagram, he's known as JayReelz. Really, really, really dope. Really, really dope content he puts out. Love the passion. That's why I brought him here. So we're gonna have JayReelz up to the stage. What's up, JayReelz?
What's going on, guys? I appreciate the invite. It's good to be here with you guys. Looking forward to this, and let's do it.
Right on, man. So tell us a little bit about yourself, man. For the people who are watching right now or watching later on YouTube or whatever, tell us about JayReelz.
All right, JayReelz is a name that I got many years ago from a friend of mine. I just want to throw that out there because when they see reels, they may be thinking like, "Wait a minute, is it like a film reel? Is it a different way of being JayReelz as far as being real when it comes to sports talk?"
Yeah.
Many moons ago, I was working on a public access project, and one of my dear friends had given me that nickname, so it just stuck. And I didn't want to use my government name to be a talk show host. And considering dating back to 2001, I've been doing this in some way, shape, or form, whether it was at a local community center. I live in the Bronx, New York. So whether it was doing that for 7 years, where the station was probably like a 4 or 5 block radius. But that's how you got to get started, right? Considering that back then,
however you get it done.
Social media, exactly. So, and then in 2008, I got involved in an internet radio station called Blog Talk Radio, where I was doing just solo, and then my cousin JD, who is actually family's blood, we had a show on there for 5 years, 2 hours, two-way sports talk every Wednesday night. Then after that, I actually did some AM talk radio out in Long Island for periodically just fill in, which was pretty cool on Sunday nights. And then in 2008, I made my own personal leap into the podcast space March 1st. So I just celebrated an anniversary, now 8 years, which is crazy.
Congratulations.
You guys just recently celebrated an anniversary.
Yeah, too, 6 years.
6 years, man. So thank you.
Yeah, congratulations for that. I did check that out. And then, now with what it is that I'm doing, I host, edit, produce a podcast. Now I've been doing it live for the last almost 2 months, where every Monday and Thursday at 11 a.m. And also I do a live stream every Wednesday at high noon. I also do a bunch of pop-up live streams through YouTube. And of course, the YouTube channel is what you see there, the name at JayReelz. Yes, I'm on Instagram, same moniker. I got to incorporate a lot more when it comes to the other social media accounts because I've been just severely focused or just focused on trying to get the YouTube channel off and running, and it has been, but as you know, it's a labor of love. But listen, sports is in my blood, in the DNA. That's what I've said pretty much since birth. There isn't any day, time, whatever. You can wake me up Wednesday at 3 a.m. and be like, oh my God, a trade just went down.
Right.
I'll turn on the light, get the crust out the eyes, and let's do it.
There you go, man. Yeah. And love the passion, dog.
And there probably isn't a second that goes by. A second is too strong, but there isn't. Every half hour, I got to be on top of everything, whether it's I listen to satellite radio. I don't listen to a lot of the local sports talk here in New York.
Yeah.
But there's a couple of sources that I listen to that, of course, I'll try to get different opinions, and of course, people that call in. But obviously, watching the games, that's where it all begins and ends, to form your opinions, and doing that for so many years, it's just second nature. And and lastly, I will say that, and this isn't to me, I'm going to be 57 next week. And it's a thing where I have a T-shirt that says I am new media, because I've been doing this almost 25 years, but obviously I didn't go the conventional route. It wasn't a situation where I went to Northwestern or I went to Syracuse and got a master's in communication. This is, again, in the blood, in the DNA, and it's fostered from a lot of integrity, as well as being knowledgeable about what it is that we're watching over the years, on top of the credibility. And I really am 1,000%. That is my severe focus, and it's from regards of not being the clickbait, not being the rage bait, not coming out just with stupid headlines to try to draw people in, the old bait and switch.
Random stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
I call it like I see it, and it doesn't matter. Even when it's my favorite team, I'll curse them out as quick as I am to praise them. So, it's not a thing where it's like, oh, well, they lost, but you know what? They had injuries. No. If my team didn't play well,
they suck.
Yep.
Yes. So everybody's fair game. So it's not a thing where I have vendettas against the teams that I can't stand, or easy for me to point fingers and be like, that team lost. So, that's where I come from, man. And that's where, to me, it's all about passionate sports talk, real sports talk.
That's
and
good,
not the
man.
filler that we see out there, especially when it comes to people who are just doing this to try to get subscribers, likes, etc.
Right.
I have real quick. What's your favorite sport out of all the ones you cover?
My first love is baseball, and the first team. King Hulie, baseball too, right?
We're all baseball fans.
First loves.
Yeah, first love is baseball, and believe it or not, this is gonna sound crazy, but I grew up in the Bronx, and obviously Yankees, but I'm not a Yankee fan. I'm a diehard Met fan.
That does sound crazy.
I got scars all over my body watching this team over the years. And listen,
pure blood.
Yeah, exactly. And if anything, it's built character.
Yeah, you got a lot of character.
Team year in and year out, and just the brutal losses that they've had, and finding ways to lose games. It's been a challenge, but you know what? That's my first love, baseball. But of course, I follow all the other major sports,
including
golf, tennis, etc.
Yeah, gotcha. Got you, man. Got you. Really appreciate you doing it. Right now, this is the point of the show. I need to hand it over to Hollowpoint, and he's gonna let you know where to find us on the socials. So Hollowpoint, do your dizzle.
All right.
Well, thank you, King Hulie, and thanks to everybody for once again joining us for another exciting, jam-packed week of the Truth Be Told Sports podcast. As I always say, you could have been anywhere in the world, but you're here with us, and we appreciate that. Now, in order where you find us on your social platforms, we're on most social platforms. We are on your Instagram. We are on your Twitter, X, formerly known as Twitter, that is. We're also on your Facebook, where we have the Facebook page, and we also have the Facebook group. We are also on Threads now, like a crazy person. You can also find us on TikTok. And last but not least, you can also find us on YouTube, where we're live right now. And you can like, comment, subscribe, and ring the bell for notifications. Let us know how dope we are. All that jazz. So find us there.
Awesome.
There you go. Awesome. All right. So, I mean, basketball would probably be another one top, being from New York. Would be another top one of your favorite sports, right? So I know you're into the March Madness. Yeah. I know you're into March Madness right now. All right. So we're going to talk a little bit of March Madness. But go ahead. I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah, no, basketball for sure. We'll definitely talk March Madness. I don't know if you want to. We could start with the March Madness and then pivot to the NBA, whatever you want to do.
Yeah.
You guys are. I'm following your lead.
Appreciate you, man. So we're gonna talk a little bit of March Madness. So far in March Madness, has there been anything out there that has surprised you?
The first one is Texas. I mean, here's a team that was on the bubble. They didn't even win their first conference game. I believe they lost to Ole Miss, and they were 18-14. And this is a team that I thought, oh, there's no way they're gonna get in. And sure enough, they got in. Now they played in the first four, and they beat. What they beat? I think NC State. So you figured, all right, so they got their one win. All right, fine, no problem. No, that's it. And then next thing you know, here they are after 2 wins. And the second one, Gonzaga. And listen, I don't know, maybe they're more frauds, if anything.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, because Gonzaga, listen, I understand this isn't like the vintage Gonzaga team that we've seen go to a championship game a few years ago, et cetera.
Yep.
And I was just astounded because I didn't think that they had it in them. I mean, please, 18-14 coming into the tournament. And granted, it was the first 4. And then now, after these 2 games, now I don't know what's going to happen moving forward. I guess we could talk about that if we're going to look ahead. But to me, that's been the biggest surprise. I think right behind that has been North Carolina, how they imploded, having a 19-point lead with less than 15 minutes to go. I mean, come on, to VCU. And I know VCU has a bit of a pedigree here, but come on, this is North Carolina.
I mean, as much as I like UB Davis a lot, right?
Oh, same
here.
So,
and I also hate when the first thing they do when the results are is they go for the coach. They say, "Oh, it's coaching. Why ain't coaching?" Well, the players have to play, right? And but in this case in particular, having that kind of lead, you got to know about your subs. You got to know about the situation at hand, and you got to control the pace of the game. Like you can't be ripping and running. More turnovers than they needed to when they were real cavalier with the ball, and they didn't make. He made 0 subs. And then by the time it was time to come back, and they were on the comeback, his main guys were out of gas. Yeah, out of gas because they're sitting out there for no reason when they could have been on the bench. So it's like this case in particular, I'm like, at that point, coach should have did a little bit of more maneuvering than he did. I was really disappointed by that performance for sure. That one, that was a head scratcher for me. That one, I was like, oh, I don't know. Like you said, VCU has a proud basketball organization, so it wasn't like a pushover by any means. But North Carolina, man, come on, what are we doing?
No one's going to talk about Florida.
Nobody.
No one's going to mention Florida.
Yeah, that was
they're disappointing. They I don't know, man, because Iowa had them beat up from the beginning.
Yeah,
right. Like they were on top of their necks. They were physical. Yeah. And nobody's usually physical with Florida or out physicals Florida. And Iowa just came in and popped them in the mouth early. Now, Florida did come back and like a heck of a comeback, in which honestly they should, in my opinion, they should have won the game. I don't know why they decided to press at the end right there. That was dumb. I don't know.
That made no sense.
I didn't know why. Like, why would you? Why? I don't know. But it led. They could have tied the game or the win like they got. They had both people wide open because of that press. They had 2 guys in the middle of the court doing nothing.
No, exactly.
What they were doing. I didn't know what they were doing. So.
And then they had that trailer go to the corner for the wide open 3.
Wide open.
When you saw that, you think to yourself, "Oh no, that's going in." But then,
that's it.
Just when you thought then that they actually could have fouled. Yep. And if they did, let's say, I understand they had that play designed, but if they had it covered to where they had the guy at the 3 guarded, maybe they're going to try to kick it inside, foul him, try to make 2 free throws to at least tie the game, because even if they had a shot there with whatever, let's say 5-6 seconds left to go, at worst, you're going into overtime. But now he makes the 3, they call a timeout, and then what the hell was that play?
I don't know what that was.
Guard just goes right to the basket, doesn't kick it out, doesn't even attempt to try to draw a foul, and they didn't get a shot off.
I said, man, you got 2 7-footers. Right. If I'm 2-7, I'm the guard. I got 2 7-footers. I'm stopping at least the free throw line, and now you have to make a decision. Like you can stop me, or I'm going to lob it up to the 7-footer for him to put it in. Like you can't stop us both. So, it was so many things went wrong in that last 10 seconds.
Yeah.
I was miffed. So thanks a lot, Florida. There's my bracket.
Yeah. Hey, VCU got me, man. So
yeah. VCU.
I just expected North Carolina to win it. So go in and take that game. Up 19, you know what I'm saying? And like, I'm like, okay, this is cool. I turned it off.
No, you're bad.
I turned the game off. I was like, you know,
you're bad.
Hey, they came back. It's just this is
That's why I can't. That's why I can't watch games with my mom, because she'll do that in a second. She'll be like, "Oh, it's over. This is over." Ma,
turn it off. Lessons learned. You know what I mean? So let's do a little cap and no cap regarding like the Sweet 16. The 16 teams left. Go 8 games. First game will be Purdue versus Texas. Texas making the Sweet 16 for the first from the first 4 is cute, but Purdue is about to end the Cinderella story by double digits.
No cap. Purdue is a monster. Their big men are really big, and Texas there's a great ride they've had up to this point, man. But they're running into some real big, hefty men up there in Purdue.
12 o'clock.
I've seen them play, and they are impressive. So they do it all from all facets of the game. So I think Texas is they're in for a long day. Yeah. So I would say no cap.
All right, Jay, what you got, brother?
Yeah, I agree totally. And just like you said, Hollowpoint, the glass slipper isn't going to break; it's going to shatter here. There's no way how they're going to come out. And listen, you got to give it up. Nobody thought they'd get this far.
Nope.
Purdue,
house money for sure.
Yes. No. Oh yeah. Play fast and loose. See what happens. But yeah, no, I definitely see Purdue coming out of the gates. In fact, I'd actually be surprised if it's, let's say, within 5 with about 12 minutes to go in the game. Because then to me, I feel like Purdue is them playing down to Texas as opposed to them just coming out of the gate and just running them out of the gym. So yeah, that's how I look at that game.
Yeah.
Okay. Next game we got is Nebraska and Iowa. Iowa's upset over Florida. It's just the beginning, not the peak. Cap or no cap?
I would say I want to say no cap because they actually played really well against Florida, but it's all about matchups, man. And I think what happened with Florida is they were really good. They were a really good matchup with Florida. Nebraska, probably a familiar foe, so not necessarily anything new. So yeah, I think they'll be I think they have a good chance to win this game too.
Okay.
Yeah.
Jay, what you got?
Oh, so you think Iowa has a good chance to win the game?
I think Iowa has a good chance to win. I won't say, a better chance, I would say, than before.
Yeah. You know what? I could see that. And they did split in the regular season.
Yeah.
It's one of those things. And Iowa, of course, they won at home and Nebraska won at home. So now, obviously, this is neutral court. Yeah. Listen, Nebraska, to me, how I look at them, they're like the Indiana Hoosiers of football, considering that Indiana's a basketball school, and here it was, they won the national championship in football. Where Nebraska, here they are, a football school, but the basketball team won their first ever NCAA tournament game, and then now here they're on the Sweet 16. And yeah, I would want to see them go as far as they can. I don't think they're going to get to a Final Four. I think they could beat Iowa here, but Iowa's not going to be afraid of them. So yeah, this is a tough one. You know what? Oh, what the hell? I'm going to say Nebraska wins this, but Iowa's also going to look at it. They're not going to be afraid to go up against the Cornhuskers. It's not as if they're going to say, "Oh, geez, we have no shot here." They play.
I'm with you. It's
a very tough call. Yeah, for sure.
I see Nebraska, and I'm like, why are they here? They're a football school. I don't.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It doesn't look good for me. I'm like, my eyes are deceiving me. So yeah, I get exactly what you're saying.
Yeah.
All right. Arizona and Arkansas. Arizona is the most complete team left in the West, and Arkansas has no real answer for it for over 40 minutes. Cap or no cap? Let's start with Jay.
Yeah, I did not pick Arizona to come out of this bracket. In fact, I picked Arkansas.
Yes. Okay.
Just so you know, my Final Four I had was Michigan State, Houston, Arkansas, and Michigan. And I have Houston, Michigan in the final, and Michigan win the whole thing. So, to me, I think as Arizona, as good as they are, and listen, they've had a tremendous year and won a lot of big games. We know what their record is, 1 seed, etc. But to me, I understand he's going to have to put the red cape on, but it's Darius Acuff Jr. If he goes off in this game, I could see that. I could see Arkansas winning, and John Calipari, as opposed to the coach of Arizona, Thomas Lloyd, who there's some pressure on there, or Floyd, excuse me. There's pressure on him to win this because considering Arizona and after Lute Olson, they've had opportunities to go far or to get to a regional final, Final Four, etc. Yeah, I'm going to say I have to go Arkansas only because I picked them to go to a Final Four. So in that case, I guess that would be Cap, no? Or did I get that wrong?
Let's see. That would be Cap.
That'd be Cap. Yeah.
That'd be Cap. Correct. Hollowpoint, what you got?
That was cute. Nope, it's no Cap. Arizona's gonna beat the dog shit out of there. Arkansas. They played so well. They played tough against High Point to a dog fight. I think they won by 6, something like that. High Point's tough team.
They played well.
Major. So it was actually a good game to watch. Arizona's just locked in, man. They're locked in. They got talent up and down the roster, and just they're all playing complementary, man. And it doesn't seem like they're any egos. They're well coached, and they got. I mean, like you said, one of the most complete teams. As far as no answers, so I'm gonna say Cap, but I think they have. It's gonna be a tougher game than we think it is, but I think Arizona's gonna win. Arizona's gonna win for sure. Also, because I picked Arizona, so
true. There you go. You got to go with your pick.
Yes, yeah.
Houston versus Illinois. I'm sorry. Houston is about to win an ugly game that only Houston fans can love.
That's no Cap. That's no Cap. Houston don't know how to win a nice game. They don't like it nice here, man. That's the only way they know how to win is ugly.
It's ugly.
I like Houston, but yeah. Yeah, definitely. Houston's going to win, but it ain't going to be pretty. It never is.
It never is. All right, Jay.
Ain't that the truth? No, I agree. I think this is no Cap too. And, of course, I picked Houston to go to a Final Four. But Illinois is good. I mean, Illinois, listen, would I be shocked if Illinois even has a lead there midway through second half? I mean, I'm not like a double-digit lead, but let's say it's 66-60. I'm not going to be surprised.
62.
But Houston,
like that.
But the thing with Houston, too, you also got to remember, these games are in the Toyota Center. Yep. So these are home games. So, and with that, there could be some pressure on them knowing that Florida's out. They don't have to worry about having to play the defending champ. So you would think that it should be all gravy, a red carpet pretty much to a Final Four. But this will be an interesting game because I think there's always that one tough game in the tournament. Very rare, maybe UConn a couple of years ago. Very rare that a team is just going to breeze to a Final Four or even breeze to a national championship. And I could see this being that type of game where Houston maybe a little too big for their britches. Maybe they're looking at a situation like, oh, yeah, we got the home court in our favor. And next thing you know, Illinois is up. Like I said, with 10 minutes to go, they're up by 6 or 8. And then all of a sudden now they're a little tight. They're not being as, their offense isn't flowing or their defense is starting to spring leaks. So, I wouldn't be surprised there. But no, I think Houston – definitely no Cap in this situation here.
Yeah.
Gotcha. All right. St. John and Duke. St. John's story ends here because Duke has championship level firepower. Cap and no Cap, Jay.
Well, they have championship coach. And to me, they have firepower, but they also are a team that could have trouble scoring. And you didn't really see that here in the first 2 games, and especially yesterday against Kansas. But I think they're going to wreak havoc, especially defensively, because Pitino and how he coaches, especially when it comes to them trying to. Funny enough, we talked about with Florida, with Florida pressing and things of that nature. But how I look at it here is that Duke, they've had such a big year, and I can't stand both teams. I'm a Georgetown fan, so I hate St. John's, and I've never liked Duke.
There you go.
So
there you go.
I got to throw that out there.
No problem.
I think St. John's, this is going to be a situation where Duke, I think they just have too much firepower, and I agree. This is no Cap. I think their story ends here. Could they be in the game? I think they could, but they're going to have to play similar to the old Nolan Richardson style of Arkansas, the 40 minutes of hell, and just be relentless throughout the whole game defensively. If they do that, I think they could be in the game. But really, other than Zuby Ejiofor, and I understand they got a couple other guys too, even the kid Dylan Darling, who got the layup there yesterday, but that was his only basket that he made to win the game. And he's a guy that, he could put the ball in the basket. But yesterday, obviously, notwithstanding that last basket. But I say definitely no Cap here.
Okay. Hollowpoint, what you got?
I'm gonna say no Cap, but I'm gonna say it with caveats, I guess is the word. I don't think they run away with the game. I think the thing about Duke, what I've seen over the tournament is just like they have a tendency to let the team hang around longer than they need to. Not saying that's good or bad or indifferent. I think they don't have necessarily that I'm going to put you in the dirt early and just send you home. And I think maybe that's killer instinct. I don't know what that is, but I think they have way more talent. They're way more talented than St. John's. But like you said, St. John's going to try to muck it up. And I don't know if Duke's talent is going to supersede the grittiness they're going to have to be in order to come out with the win.
For sure.
So we'll see. But I think Duke wins it, but it's going to be tough.
I get that as the Duke fan here. Apparently,
no, actually, not apparently. No one else likes Duke.
I can't.
Well, as the Duke fan, I think it's gonna be predicated off when Cade Cunningham, not Cade, Caden Boozer gets when he gets going.
Yeah,
because like he started very slow in SCN game and almost turned that game off, and I'm glad I didn't. But but once he got going, saying the Duke's offense started. So and then it kind of started slow in this last one too. But
what you got to notice about this tournament, man, is guard play. If you don't have good guard play, you're doomed. You are doomed, and you have to have good guard play.
Yeah, he can't wait. He can't wait around. He has to get started.
If you can't get the ball to the court and start the offense, it's curtains, man. You have to have good guards in order to be effective. Because as good as Big Boozer is, I like to call him, he's not going to be able to bring the ball up and score in the post.
No. He can't do both. He can't do both. And that's what that's why it's a different game. Losing Caleb Foster. It's why it's a completely different offense because Caleb Foster doesn't have that problem with getting the ball to the rack and knowing what to do with it and know when to give to Big Boozer.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So
exactly.
Go to the next one. So that's obviously that's no cap. This is going to be a really good one. Alabama. If Alabama gets hot from 3 early, Michigan is going home. Cap or no cap?
Cap. Cap. They're not against Michigan. Not against Michigan. Alabama only gets hot on teams that they feel like they can beat. That's the only time they get hot. When they play tough teams with good defense, they throw up bricks on bricks on bricks. They are one of the most inconsistent shooting teams that you will see in college basketball. When they're hot, they're white hot. They can't miss. Like last game when they played Texas Tech. Right? So you're gonna play Michigan. We'll see. It's gonna be a little bit different because then they're gonna have to play defense. And them legs ain't gonna be what they need to be to make those long distance shots when you gotta go up against those damn horses. So definitely cap.
Jay, what you got?
Yeah, I feel the same way. I think it's a cap too. The one thing about Alabama, I will say, they actually been a little bit more resilient. And I get it, Texas Tech, they didn't have their best player in old JT Toppin. But I got to admit, Aiden Holloway, that situation, that could have been a thing that could have been a distraction to the team. Because remember a couple of years ago with Brandon Miller getting involved in that incident.
Of course.
That went off the rails, especially for Alabama that year. And not to say that this was anything close to that, but I guess maybe they were well-versed in what transpired then to even though they had to kick the guy off the team. And I thought for a second, he was going to play. I figured, well, geez, if Brandon Miller, who I understand,
we all did, right?
Yeah, wasn't the guy that was involved. He was just having to be with these people.
Right.
I figured that, Holloway's going to play. But no, they sent him packing. I'm thinking, oh, geez, second leading scorer. How is that going to impact Alabama? And so far, so good. But yes.
Yeah,
definitely.
They're not going to get past Michigan in this game. Michigan has had a big year. We know what they've done this year. And obviously they have their sights set on going back to a Final Four. So, yeah, I say cap.
Hey, quick sidebar. Where is the Big Ten getting all these 7-footers? Because they seem to have them with every team. Like Michigan has 2, Purdue has a couple.
Yeah,
I think you know what I mean. Like I just like God bless, man.
yeah,
just trees going. Iowa has 2 guys. I'm like, man, I can't. All these big dudes. Florida luckily has like 2 of their own, but I think both of them are going to the draft next year, so they might be.
I would think,
yeah. I would if I were them, but that's neither here nor there. But yeah, man, Big Ten's got big guys on their rosters, man. That's crazy. That's crazy. Anyway, go ahead.
We got UConn and Michigan State. This game that feels like the Final Four matchup early, and UConn's tournament DNA gives them the edge. What do you guys think about this one? This is gonna be a really good game.
Yeah, I agree.
I say no cap. I do want to say, as much as I dislike Duke, I loathe UConn. Really much. A lot. I don't know if there's a lot that I can say that I hate that team. I'm not a huge fan of Michigan State, but I love the coach. He's real tough nose. He's been around a long time. I respect his accomplishments and what he does with those kids. And there's always he always makes the most out of what he has. He rarely has that blue chipper, on his team, and he turns his team into a team. And by the time it's time to go, he's there. And so I believe Michigan State's going to pull this out. It does feel like a Final Four matchup, but I think Michigan also with tourney DNA and championship DNA pulls it out. Michigan State. Also because I hate UConn, so.
Well, listen, I hate UConn too. As a Georgetown fan, I can't stand them either. I can't stand Danny Hurley with his antics and taking off his jacket and yelling at the officials. I mean,
that part.
Enough already.
That part.
And listen, much respect to him and what he's done here over the last few years, and pretty much picking up the pieces from the whole Kevin Ollie fiasco there, and obviously not necessarily rebuilding the program, but putting them back to prominence. But yeah, I agree with you, Hollowpoint. I think Michigan State, they're a team that, they're not going to throw the flashy guy or the one guy that you have to stop. It's all pretty much a team effort. And obviously with Izzo, remember last year, and it's funny as I see your sweater there, they got to the Elite Eight against Auburn, and they were that close. And unfortunately, they weren't able to seal the deal. And I'm sure, listen, if I'm Tom Izzo, granted that, think about this. They're the last Big Ten team to win a national title, and that's 26 years ago.
Wow.
So it's a situation where it has to, at least I would think, the college basketball gods would probably be more in Michigan State's corner than it would be in UConn, considering they won 2 of the last 3.
True story.
We've seen enough of Danny Hurley.
Yeah.
But obviously they have to play within the 94 feet. But I think Michigan State, with what they're able to bring, and obviously with Izzo's excellence. And one last thing, think about that bracket. You have Duke, which of course you can't stand, but John Shire is going up against Rick Pitino, and then the 2 other coaches that he may have to face would be either Danny Hurley or Tom Izzo. I mean, geez. I tell you, that's
earning your championship.
Yeah,
1000%.
What I wanted to mention also is like that scares me, that coaching aspect of against the legendary Pitino, who's taken so many teams to so much prominence.
Yeah.
In his career. So and it's John Shire's young coach.
Yeah,
right.
4 schools to a final, 4 schools to a Sweet 16. First coach to do that.
Crazy. He's a legend. He's a GOAT. Cap and no cap. We got Tennessee is better at its seed and proves it, and it's about to prove. I'm sorry.
Better than its seed.
Yeah.
Is that what you said?
Yeah.
I will say that is no cap, but that doesn't mean they're going to beat Iowa State. They are a solid team, and I think I think they are better than what they're seeded at. Mm-hmm. But I think Iowa State is a great team. I don't see them beating Iowa State. Just I don't know. I want to pick them, but I don't think. I think Iowa State's a train, man.
It's about to wipe the floor with them, man.
Oh, I think it's a train. I think they're a train. And nobody's talking about them. I think they're a solid team, and they're kind of fun to watch too. So, there seem to be. I don't know. I think they play like opposite of how the Big 12 normally plays. So it's just maybe that's what it is. They're kind of a breath of fresh air from how they normally play.
Right.
Maybe. I don't know. But yeah, I say they are. Tennessee is better than what they're ranked, but they're going to run into a buzzsaw.
Yes, I agree with you there, Hollowpoint. I think that even with and I like that backcourt Tennessee. Jacoby Gillespie is very good. And to think, they play in the SEC, which obviously it's loaded. But when it comes to Iowa State, they've had a big year. And I thought about 2 weeks before the end of the college basketball regular season, I thought they were going to be a 1 seed. This was before Florida came up the ranks and grabbed that last 1 seed. And even when UConn slipped there a little bit too, I thought Iowa State was going to get that last 1 seed. So obviously that wasn't the case. I mean, they're a 2 seed, so it's not as if they dropped to a 3 or 4.
I think it was pretty close too. You know what I mean? Like I think that Florida, like you said, Florida had their last half of the season kind of solidified them to be where they were. But Iowa State throughout the whole season was solid. And I think they lost a couple games at the wrong time, and that kind of brought them down. I think that was probably what did it for them. But does not change who they are as a team. Like I said, I love watching them. So
same here.
Okay, so we're gonna switch gears a little bit to some NBA news, right? There's been some history made over some time. I guess we can call it some history since Bam out of Bayou broke Kobe's record.
Time.
Whatever, dude. Like,
we're not doing that. He didn't break a record.
He just break a record. Kobe. He just passed Kobe.
Hundreds is a record.
But Kevin Durant passes Michael Jordan for 5th all time. Like, okay, so what I want to know is like, what's this do for his legacy?
Nothing. Passing Michael Jordan isn't what it used to be. It's already been done a lot. I think KD's awesome. He's awesome. Like he's got his 2 championships. He's got finals MVPs. He's got a season MVP. But I think his ride is pretty much done. I'll be honest with you. The team he's working with now, they're a great team, but they rely on him way more than they should, and way more than he wants to be relied on. You know what I mean? And so, what a career, be honest with you. Like, passing Michael Jordan is something that, our generation as kids is like, man, he passed Michael Jordan. That's dope, But, like, to them, it's not – it's like all the greats do it now, So it's like it kind of means less. Not yes, but no. You know what I mean? It's just – I don't know. Passing Jordan doesn't seem like it's what it used to be.
He's moving further down that list.
Right. Like, that's it. You know how it feels like? You remember when Reggie Miller was way up there on the 3-points list?
Yeah.
3-points made list. And like now he's like 8th or like 7th. Like everybody's passing him now. And the worst part is he's on TV when it happens and he's just like, oh yeah, here's another one. All right. It's like, I only took 4 threes a game. I only took 4 threes a game, so
yes, much different NBA back then.
Way different.
Wait, what you think? What you think, Jay?
See, it's interesting with Durant to deconstruct his career, legacy, etc. Listen, we know he's an all-time great. We know he's going into the Hall of Fame on roller skates, one of the great scorers ever. No ifs, ands, buts about it. And I like Kevin Durant. I mean, how could you not? The one thing. And I'm sorry, right? You think legacy, etc. Here's a guy that, as we all know, well chronicled. So this isn't anything you don't know. But when he was that close to beating Golden State, a team that won 73 games, and then the jump ship to go to Golden State. And yes, he was the best player on those back-to-back championship teams. No doubt about it. And if he didn't blow his Achilles or had that injury that led to blowing his Achilles against the Raptors, they would have won that NBA final as well. But for him to jump ship ever since then, to go to Brooklyn, and I get it, the Game 7 against Milwaukee, he had his toe on the 3-point line, which if they would have won, they probably could have won the championship that year, which to think, Brooklyn Nets winning a championship.
Yeah, it's crazy.
But to me, his legacy has gone south because, I understand you can't take away the championships and the finals MVPs and the MVP that he won, obviously, with OKC. But, to me, as a fan, it does – leave a little bit of a bad taste, knowing that he went from Brooklyn to Phoenix, and Phoenix was a disaster. I mean, no matter how you slice it. And now he goes to Houston, where, he's relied upon a lot. And he even said the other day when, I believe, who did they lose to? Where he came out and said, I'm the offense. And I would think that, yes, he is the offense, considering that at 37 years of age, he's still dominating. But, geez, he doesn't really have – he has players around him. Alperen Sengun and, Tari Easton is not really an offensive player. But he does have a supporting cast. But the thing is that at that age, to shoulder that load and to think the Rockets, that Western Conference is loaded, he's not going to – I don't think he's going to slip the finals or a conference final for that matter. So, to me, it's great that he passed Michael Jordan. Fantastic for everything you guys have said. But at the same time, when I think big picture, his whole career, great career, it is legendary, but it's not – when people are going to say, oh, is he top 10 all time? I'm not putting him in the top 10.
Right. Right. Exactly. And it's so many people. It's like if you love KD, you're like, oh, he's top 10. Like, come on, man. I can name you 15 dudes that are better than KD. Right? Like if you want to tell me he's an all-time great, I agree with you. I will not refute that. He's one of the most unstoppable offensive forces that ever played the game, no doubt. But we're talking about legacy and accomplishments and achievements and all that stuff. He was a borderline mercenary. You know what I mean? And it's just like the fact that he once he left, he thought, like they always think, that after he went and won those with Golden State, he started hearing all the voices, and he's like, you can't do it without this person. You can't do it. Oh yeah, I'm gonna just go prove it. And he went and tried to prove it, and he couldn't. Right. And that ever since then with Brooklyn, he's chasing a dream ever since. And they all do it. The same thing with we talk Kyrie sometimes. Same thing. Like instead of staying where it was good, he's trying to make a room for himself. Yeah. Like I like KD. KD's probably one of the realest dudes that you're gonna ever come across in terms of basketball and life and all this stuff. But yeah, I think it's just when you talk about all-time great legacy and all this, if you say top 10 to me, I can't talk to you about basketball.
No.
I can't because he's not. He's not for sure.
Yes.
Right. For moving from one all-time great to another all-time great, past I guess I don't know, would Robert Parrish be considered an all-time great?
Yeah, for sure.
When he passes Robert Parrish for the most regular season games played, would he guys?
I think he is the most. I want to be careful with this because as a Lakers fan, I am probably not a LeBron. I'm not the best LeBron fan, but I respect his journey. Right, he's been at the top of his game forever. It seems like, you know what I mean. And his down year, which is he's having a down year, is better than some people's career years. And so, the fact that he's been able to have the career he's had and play the amount of games he's had and not be as injured as much, it's a testament of his work ethic and the way he approaches the game, the way he prepares his body, and he, you know what I mean, and like nutrition. Because I couldn't do what he does. I'll be honest with you, that takes a lot of discipline that I don't have. Like, you know how close Pizza Hut is to me? Crazy? Come on, man. Come on. No way. So yeah, hats off to him.
Yeah. Hey, do you at this point, to me, it just seems like they're just like running out of stuff to give him.
You can't just give him the whole league, man. Like, you gotta say, go sit down.
Yeah. I'm a big LeBron fan. I love it. You know what I'm saying? But it's definitely a testament to all the things you talked about. The way he took care of his body over this time, the way he was able to play majority of the season every year, for 23 years. It's crazy.
Right.
Jesus Christ, man. Like,
I feel like he's on like New Game Plus at this point.
Right. Like, okay.
He's done all the shit you can do. Yeah. He's got 100% of the achievements on the video game.
Right.
It's like, all right, man, just go home. You get it. You're good.
Yeah, go. You beat the game.
You beat the game.
There's nothing else to
do. There's nothing else to do.
Go sit down, LeBron.
Get a new game.
What are you waiting? Your grandchild to start playing?
Yeah,
come on.
Probably. Jeez.
He probably could do it. He would be the guy that would do it. LeBron be like 87,000 years old. This whole team of all LeBron James like behind him. That's crazy.
I would equate him to you remember Tekken? The dad name. How he never dies. He's like 100 years old. He's that's LeBron. LeBron's him. Jeez, like, you think he'd be dead a million times? He get thrown off a mountain. Nope, comes right back. He's LeBron. He does everything, man. And I as much as you want to hate him, it's like you hate him for so long that you learn to respect him and be a fan of his work.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it's crazy.
Yeah, the thing about LeBron, it's interesting because here it is, 23 years, and he's still playing for a 41-year-old. I mean, you can't even wrap your head around it.
No,
but at the same time, it's one of those things, at least for me, and this, I guess, how I have looked at it, especially over the last few years. He's had the greatest NBA career by far, without question. But because there's so much recency bias and prisoners of the moment and things of that nature, and I know he just recently passed Kareem for most field goals made in NBA history. But think about Kareem. Kareem played 20 years.
20.
Played 3 years in college. And let's say if he was able to come out into the NBA at that time, who knows how many more points he would have had? Who knows if maybe LeBron is even still chasing Kareem? And listen, I don't want to sound like the old man, get off my lawn. But to me,
give it to me.
No, but to me, how I look at it is that, yes, he deserves all the flowers, accolades, etc. But Kareem, for a guy who's won 6 titles, who's won 6 NBA MVPs, who's won 3 college championships, and it's almost as if his career's forgotten.
It is like his career's forgotten. I've said that a billion times that Kareem's my GOAT. They're like, who's the GOAT, MJ or LeBron? I'm like, Kareem. Kareem was dominant at every level of basketball there is to be dominant at. He was,
and has the most indefensible shot in the history of the sport, which will never be duplicated.
Listen, they wouldn't let him dunk at UCLA, and he still killed it.
Yeah,
come on, man. Like, I would tell anybody who would hear me, we'd have these conversations in my circle so many times. Like Kareem, I would say Kareem, they'd be like, Kareem? Yeah, man, Skyhook, remember him? Yeah,
that's right.
Six championships himself. Yeah, he didn't go 6-0, but he got 6 of them himself, and he was all the time. And I always just say, and I'm not a Jordan fan. I will say that. And they were like, oh, well, Jordan went 6-0, and like that's the selling point. And I said, okay, they went 6-0 as a team. I was like, but he didn't beat the Pistons for it though. You know what I mean? Like the one time he finally got through on the Pistons, but the Pistons used to beat him like a drum. Like nobody talks about that stuff though. Like for years they kept it. They beat the crap out of him. Detroit, Boston, they used to beat him to death. And nobody. They think he just went 6 years, won 6 championships, and that was it.
Nope.
And he right up to the sunset. Those other 9 years,
never happened.
What?
Right.
Especially those latter years. You know what I'm saying? No, what never happened. What?
I'll get on my high horse, but just agree with you. Kareem is my GOAT. I agree with you on that. But what LeBron is doing is, man, it's awesome. I saw him catch that one ball that Marcus Smart. I thought for sure he threw it out of bounds, and LeBron caught that thing with one hand back here and smashed it. And I said, shit. 41? Nah.
Yeah.
Dude, my knees hurt after softball on Wednesday and Thursdays. Like I'm 45. This is no way this dude is continue to do this. It's crazy. Hey, which team is more terrifying to play in the playoffs? The OKC Thunder or the San Antonio Spurs, who are just beating dog walking the Miami Heat right now, 93-67. Jeez. Which team is more terrifying? No problem. Don't laugh at that. Okay.
I'll let you get this, Jay. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. It's weird because OKC, they're the defending champs, and if they're healthy, I would say them. But I would still stick with them for this reason. San Antonio, we have not seen them in a postseason setting. And I mentioned this back in October, that I thought the most important player in the NBA this year, not the most valuable, not the most scrutinized, but the most important was Victor Wembanyama, because we knew that he was going to elevate his game if he was healthy, and he has been healthy for the most part. How once he gets to the playoffs, that's where we want to see him, because we've never seen him there. And I understand they have a great young supporting cast, great young coach in Mitch Johnson. And to me, yes, can they be terrifying? Absolutely. And I understand OKC's nicked up. Jalen Williams can't seem to stay healthy. They had guys just drop like flies a couple of weeks ago, Chet Holmgren, even SGA, etc. But I have to give it to the champs right now, because I know that even if they're 70% healthy, you know they're going to be as focused, as locked in, and you know that their defense, if they're going to come out defensively and play the game that they play, I think they're the most terrifying. Where with San Antonio, yes, the talent is there, and yes, the ceiling is super high, but there's a big question mark that comes with it in my eyes.
Yeah, it's super high because Wembanyama's so goddamn tall.
Yeah, that helps.
That dude is crazy, man. I've watched a couple of him, there's a couple times of him playing, man, and like just the things he's able to do is just don't make any sense for somebody that in that body type to be able to do. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, he's a creative player.
Yeah, sure. he definitely is.
Which is nuts.
I think I can agree with you for the most part, Jay. In terms of OKC being the most terrifying, especially when they're healthy, because their 1 through 12 is just as good as any team's first 7. Like I always saw that last year. Yeah, their championship year, they were going in like a hockey unit, just like 5 on, 5 in, 5 out, and still doing the same. There was no drop off for real. Like, of course, you have SGA, who is a phenom, but in terms of learning to play together, the way they play together, it should be a video posted at every PE room
for sure, yes,
on how to play basketball, because it's like they're all in it for each other, and there's no ego. And if SGA is your number one star, you're doing all right, because he's the most humble kid and ultimate teammate that you'll ever have. That's your best player. Yeah. So many times there's so many egos involved. There's so much like I gotta be the man that does this. Like, no, how about the open man is the man that does it? You don't have to shoot over 3 guys just because you worked on it. That guy in the corner is wide open too, and he also gets paid to play basketball. So maybe rely on him too. So it's just OKC does a good job of including everybody and making everybody important within the team, and that's why their results are so good. The thing with San Antonio is, yes, they have a phenom in on their roster and the tall Frenchman. But they're young. I think they're young. I don't think, when I say young, meaning they haven't fully like reached where they're supposed to. I don't think they're supposed to be here yet. I think they got here a year before they were supposed to be here. So I think now when you see them in those pressure moments, sometimes they have issues closing out games, especially when they try to take or focus on Wembanyama and take him out of the game. So in a kind of a capacity, and I think they need to find out who their closers are on both sides of the ball, and they need to figure out a whole bunch of stuff before anybody could be, quote, scared of them. I don't think they're scary. I think OKC is, because like I said, they can get you with everybody. Yeah. So you know what I mean? You don't know where it's coming from. And on one day it may be Williams for 30, another day it's gonna be SGA for 40. It's just right on. And then Caruso's there somewhere, and he's lurking somewhere to get the ball from you. So it's wild. It's wild.
Yeah. All right, we'll take it from the East Coast to the West Coast. We'll talk about Cade Cunningham and his was diagnosed with a collapsed lung recently. It's gonna be out for a while, but the Detroit being the first place team, how's this injury gonna impact them?
Greatly.
Go ahead, continue.
Right? It's just, he's their guy. They how we just talked about OKC being a deep team. I don't know if Detroit's that deep to where they can withstand their number one player. Possibly, before he got hurt, he was an MVP candidate. Being without him, and I know that collapsed lungs are a real thing, and it's not something to be played with or messed around with, and it's just you gotta take care of it. But I just don't. I think it's so great that they'll withstand it. If he's gone, like he's not able to come back, I can't see them making it that far. I'll say that. But if he's coming back, like if he's a couple weeks, I think they'll be okay.
Yeah, I think if he gets burned before the regular season, meaning he gets to play in 3 or 4 games just to get his legs back, and obviously his shape back, because he's going to be in still basketball shape, but as far as banging bodies and just the rigors of just playing 48 minutes. Also, how I look at it too, if he's going to go into the postseason as big as he's going to be, and I understand he's going to be a major player because, as you well know, Yeah, who's their second guy on the team that's going to score? I know Jalen Duren is very good down low, but they don't have that secondary guy that is going to take that big three or be that irrational confidence guy that's just going to chuck shots when they absolutely need it. And I get it. This is Cade Cunningham's team. He's going to be the guy that's going to lead the way. But, yeah, who knows? If he does come back before the end of the regular season and he goes into the postseason healthy, all right, great. Then not to worry there. But, yeah, if he's not coming back or if he's going to come back, let's say they could get away with it in the first round, but in a conference semi, he's going to be in game 3. But by then, they could be down 2-0 and have to go on the road, and who knows how that could play out. But, I think right now, I'm not going to say it's premature because we don't know the extent. Collapsed lung, the first thing I thought of as a Steeler fan, because I'm a huge Pittsburgh Steeler fan, was T.J. Watt when he had his collapsed lung. Now, I don't know how Cade Cunningham had his, but I know T.J. Watt was out 3 weeks, and he played that final game against the Ravens, and then the following week against the Texans. In the
He's
playoffs,
a nut, though. He's a nut. I don't.
Oh yeah, not.
You know what I mean? Like he ain't wired tight. That is.
Hey,
dude, you got to collapse low. You can't breathe, brother. Like
exactly. And listen, I understand it was for the division, and he laid it all out there. And who knows if Cade Cunningham, if that collapsed lung, is it going to take longer to heal? Is it a situation where, he could come back in a decent timetable before the end of the regular season? And think about it, the final day of the regular season is 2 weeks from yesterday. So, not many games left on the schedule. So let's see. Hopefully he recovers because, I think we want to see the Pistons at full tilt, especially with the best player on the team, because if he's not going to be there, then it's
and I worry that they're trying to downplay the severity of it too. And I don't know if that's for strategy or I don't know what it's for, but I don't think that they're saying it as severe as I think that it may be. And I kind of think that they don't want to say that he might be done for the season. Because
I wouldn't be surprised.
You know what I mean? Because as much as we want to think they're tough, the basketball players ain't tough. Especially when it comes to that, no.
Yeah, it's a collapsed lung. You gotta think about it. You gotta get that has to heal, and then you have to get back to to be able to conditioning. You got to configure. You got to think conditioning after such an injury, and
it's not an ankle sprain. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's not at all. And then majority of their job, they're running, so it's going to be can he keep up? You know, what I'm saying what's that going to play for him psychologically too? Because a lot of players get in their own ticks with when they get injured and stuff like that. And this is a tough injury, to get through, in my opinion. I wouldn't want
I agree.
Collapse lung. It's crazy.
No way, man.
But I'm excited, guys, because Wednesday is opening motherfucking day.
Yes.
Let's go.
Yeah. Yes.
You're a Bronx guy. You already said you like the Mets. I am if you listen. The only reason I don't have that jersey on right now, my Yankees jersey, because normally opening day, because I'm repping just hit it squad.
All right.
Because I'm a diehard New York Yankees fan. I'm very excited about opening day. So on the 25th, this thing being on Netflix, I guess it's kind of like a typical sports question, but seeing sports move to these type of platforms, what are your thoughts on this?
Oh,
is it good or is it bad?
Do you have an hour? No, I'm teasing.
Right. Right.
Listen, I get it. Technology. This is the world we live in. We understand that these streaming platforms, to whomever has the highest bid or whomever's going to put forth the most money, of course, these leagues are going to have them sign on the dotted line. Of course, I don't like it. In fact, I can't stand it. But there isn't anything you could do about it. I think what's worse, and that's a whole other set of encyclopedias showing my age, is what the NFL is doing. But again, that's the NFL. But as far as baseball, I'm a little bit surprised that they are starting the season with a Netflix game. It's almost as if they're telling the baseball fan that, and I understand everybody has Netflix in this day and age, but it's almost as if they're telling the baseball fan, well, there's going to be a lot more to come when it comes to having these big games, whether it's an opening day or let's say the Friday night baseball game on Apple where it's Dodgers, Yankees, and then the Saturday game is on Fox, and then the Sunday game's on ESPN. Well, it was on ESPN, but now it'll be on NBC because now they have the package. But it's just, to me, you want to get the local feel. If you're, like you said, King Hulie, you're a Yankee fan, you'd like to see it on Yes, where you could listen to Michael Kay.
Right.
And no, now you're going to get this very antiseptic, and no offense to Matt Vasgersian, but yeah, it's just not going to have the same feel. So yeah, I totally agree that I'm not with this game being on Netflix. But again, what are you going to do? They're going to go, put it this way, as I kid on my podcast, if the Cooking Channel was going to stream NFL games or baseball games and they say, hey, we'll give you $50 billion, you know, Roger Goodell, you know, Rob Manfred, they'd say, all right, sign on the dotted line, let's go. So that's just how it is. I mean, all we could do is just throw our arms up in the air, shrug, and be like, all right, well, I got no choice but to watch it.
Yeah.
What you think?
And I think I agree. I just think it's always cash rules everything around me. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
so it's just that's
money.
basically all it is. And do I like it? No, I hate it. But I love baseball too. So it's like, as much as you want that local feel, and I'll agree with you on that, just because being up here in Maryland and hearing the O's on Masson is way better than hearing freaking Joe Buck and whoever on Fox. You know what I mean? So I mean, Jesus, but I get what they're doing. Like from a business perspective, like when you and you guys can attest this, when you are a kid, you see things from one side. You see, hey, I want, as a Cubs, listening to the Cubs as a kid, you hear Harry Carey. You know, you yeah, he was drunk half the time, but you love when he was, let me hear you. You know, you was waiting for that. It was that voice recognition,
right?
You know, and it's just stuff. That's the stuff you remember as your love for the game. You know, when he calls that one where Andre Dawson hits his 400th home run, you remember the call. Or like now, you understand it because of the money. You're like, hey, if I owned, you know, MLB, I would want to get as much money as I can, but not only my organization, but for my teams as well. And how would I do that? Well, Netflix is offering us $500 billion. Okay, cool. I'm going to go with Netflix. You understand it, but at the same time, it kind of the same thing with NFL. I think NFL knows because it's only a 21-week season, you know, if you count everything. It's such a commodity because it's only here for a little bit of time.
Yeah,
that it knows it could go wherever it wants. If it's on the Comedy Central channel, we're watching it. You know what I mean? It doesn't matter. With baseball's 162 games. It's from March to freaking October, early November. So it's like, you know, as much as I understand it, I still want the local stuff back.
Yeah,
I still want to be able to relate to a guy who I know is calling it because he loves the team, not some guy that's a national broadcast guy who's just there because the network says, here, say this thing about this person. Right. You know, so it just seems, it doesn't seem as organic as I would like for it to be. If that makes sense.
I agree. Yes.
You know?
Okay. All right. Everyone else's opening day is on, you know, March 26th and through the 27th. Be a fan for a minute. Like, what are you most excited about the Mets this season, Jay? Being a Mets fan, what's opening day feel like for you?
Well, they're going to go up against Paul Skeens, and it's going to be I think 65 degrees. It's going to be warm at least, or mild. And Skeens, you know, he's only going to pitch probably 5, probably going to the 6th inning, so it's not as if he's going to pitch 9. Because if that was the case, I'd be a little worried, but. As far as the Mets, to me, it is. Here's the one thing that's fascinating. They revamped the whole team. They let the core of the team go, whether by trade or by free agency. And some of the moves I did not like. Some of the moves I understood. And I actually was for. But then how I look at it is that their philosophy has me just dumbfounded. Because, all right, they let Pete Alonso walk. I understand that the year prior when he was a free agent and they tendered him a 1-year offer with an opt-out, they realized that his value at first base, the power numbers are there, but, we want more defensive metrics. So then they go and get a DH in Jorge Polanco, and they're going to put him at first base, who never played first base in his life. And then Kyle Tucker, who thank God the Mets didn't get, because that would have made no sense, considering that Juan Soto, although I know he's going to play left field this year, but the thing that even had me more puzzled was that, okay, well, we didn't get Kyle Tucker. We have to make another move. Let's get Bo Bichette. We'll give him a 3-year deal, but a 1-year opt-out. but we're going to put him at third base. He's a shortstop by trade, and he actually played second base in the latter part of the playoffs into the World Series, which he was okay, and he was on a bum leg, but he never played third base in his life. So wait a second. If you're talking about defensive philosophy and you're trying to save runs from the analytics standpoint, you can't have a guy who's never played first base or third base to your two corners and all of a sudden think that you guys are going to be, the best defensive
better on defense.
Yeah, it just
don't make sense.
I just don't get it. And that's why, again, with the scars on my body, as I said earlier, but with that being said, I do think that with the new makeup of this team, I wouldn't be surprised if they have a good year. Now, what is a good year? Their over-under win total is 90.5. I could see them being right about there, maybe 92, and maybe at the lowest 88, and they won 89 last year. Again, it's going to be all predicated on their pitching. Now, Freddie Peralta, I like the signing. It was good. Is he Paul Skeens? Is he Tyler Skubal? Is he Garrett Crochet? He is not. But he's in that second rung. And the rest of the rotation isn't bad, but of course they have to stay healthy. And I think they can have a good year. But I hate to say it, my jaded, cynical Met DNA is saying that they'll probably win 82 games, miss the playoffs, and who knows what they're going to do at that point, because then they're really going to have to blow things up if they don't even make the playoffs this year.
Yeah. Hollowpoint, what do you think? Yeah. Which one do you want to talk about?
So I'm going to the Cubs. I'll go Cubs first.
Okay.
Just to catch you up, Jay. I have a team that I grew up watching in the Chicago Cubs. I'm from Mobile, Alabama, so we had no pro teams. So we had what we could see on TV. So we had the Cubs and the Braves because of WGN, right?
Yes.
So my family all loves the Braves, right? I did not. I like watching them, but I didn't. You know what I mean? I like the Cubs. So watched the Cubs all my life. So 2016 to me was probably one of the most awesome baseball years of my life. So it just when they won it. So that was great. I've been to a few games since then. I actually went to the Wrigley Field to watch them play the O's. So that was awesome. But this year is going to be different because we don't know. I don't really know what to expect pitching wise, man. Like we don't have a bona fide ace. Our bullpen is, and it's a lot of unproven, right? Like I like our lineup even without Tucker. We did get Bregman from the Red Sox, so that's something to hang our hats on. But those guys still Suzuki's still there. He does the job. I like our guys. Pete Crow Armstrong, if he could keep his head on for a whole season, and somebody tell him there's 162 games in a season, I think we'll be all right. Because he was locked solid before the All-Star game, and then like afterwards, they were like, oh, there's more.
Yeah, he hit a wall.
Then he fell off a cliff, brother. He just he forgot how to hit. So I was like, all right. But yeah, I think we'll be better. I think being in that WBC kind of helped him. I hope he lost his all or nothing swing, but we'll see. But like I said, pitching is my biggest question mark. And if we're talking like total amount of wins, I would say 90, maybe. Maybe. I'm not expecting a whole bunch. But I do good manager, and we have a solid base as far as offense. So I'll go with that. Okay. 9 is good.
Well, you already know what I'm going to say.
I do.
27 on the way. 28's on the way, baby. 28's on the way. No, seriously, bro. I'm excited as always. I love baseball. I love the Yankees. This offseason, I don't think we did much of nothing to improve. So it's gonna be different. It's gonna be a lot.
You just got to get healthy though.
Yeah,
like all your whole starting lineup was on the bench or we're on the injured list,
and that's what I'm kind of I'm really excited about. But like so as far as like middle relief, like we can get stronger. If we would have made some moves there, I would feel a little bit more optimistic about 28. But like I'm just I think we do enough to make a wild card this season. I'm not expecting to compete with Toronto for a AL East title. But I think we'll do enough to make a wild card and then whatever. But if we get there, we get there. Let's see.
Okay.
Let's see. But are you guys ready? You want to play a little game?
All right.
We'll play a little game. And that game is called Easy Sports Trivia.
Oh boy.
There we go. We're gonna play a little Easy Sports. Give me a little music. Oh yeah, it's time for some Easy Sports Trivia. I'm Big Hulie, and we have JayReelz in the hot seat today, going up against our champion Hollowpoint. Will JayReelz win? Will Hollowpoint defend his throne? Hell no. Let's see. It's Easy Sports Trivia. All right, man. That was a little music. You know what I'm saying? Set the ambiance for it. Bro, what did I do? There we go. There we go.
All right.
Uh-oh, I kicked off Hollowpoint.
Producers are fired.
I know, man. That was terrible. That was really, really
awful.
terrible. Really, really terrible.
That is so bad.
We have Easy Sports Trivia. Pretty much how it works is I will ask easy questions. If you get it right, you move on. If you get it wrong, you will hear, where's it at? This sound right here. And you're eliminated. And,
no, we didn't hear the sound.
You didn't hear the sound?
Nope.
No?
Didn't hear the sound.
Yeah.
Oh, you heard it?
I did.
Okay. All right.
I heard it.
It makes one of us.
So one more time. So you hear this sound?
There it is.
You're eliminated.
There it is.
Okay. The first round is always like a sample question, just to give you, a little sample of how things are easy. So everybody is safe in the first round. So the category is general sports. Hollowpoint.
Sir.
How many points is a touchdown worth in the football before the extra point?
6 points, sir.
That is correct. See, it's very easy. Jay,
All right.
don't look at me.
Don't overthink it.
Hold on a second. Hold on. Where's my remote? Where's my remote? Look at me in my eyes. Don't overthink it. Okay.
All right.
Don't overthink it. All right. This is a sample question. In baseball, how many outs are there in that 1/2 inning?
3.
Correct. See? Very simple.
All right.
Very simple. Very simple. Okay. So now we move forward. Now you get the question wrong. You hear that sound, and you're eliminated.
Right.
Hollowpoint. The category is NBA. What piece of equipment do NBA players use to dribble and shoot?
Basketball.
That is correct.
Yes.
Jay, how many points is a free throw worth?
1 point.
Correct. All right. Moving on to round 3. Category is NFL. Hollowpoint. What position usually throws the football on offense?
That'd be the quarterback. Correct.
Jay, what do you call it when the quarterback is tackled behind the line of scrimmage while trying to pass?
That would be a sack.
You're absolutely correct. Good job. You played this game before?
That's crazy. He sounds like a veteran. He sounds like a veteran.
No. Is he a ringer?
He sounds like a ringer.
Yeah, I'm firing that producer, dude. I swear.
Yeah.
Okay, Hollowpoint. The category is now Major League Baseball.
Okay.
All right. What do you call it when the batter hits the ball and reaches the base safely without an error?
You call it a hit.
That is correct, sir.
Yes.
Jay, what is it called when the pitcher throws 3 strikes to retire a batter?
That would be a strikeout, whether by swinging, which would be a K, or by caught looking backward K. Did I overdo it? Sorry.
Too much. Too much.
Nerd.
Way too much.
Nerd alert. This guy.
Right.
Yeah, you're correct, dude. Good job.
All right, I promise I won't overdo it.
Don't overdo it.
Hollowpoint. The category is now NHL.
Nope.
Uh-oh.
You have a shot. What piece of rubber is shot around the ice in hockey?
That'd be a puck.
You are correct.
Yes! I'm out of here, baby.
Jay, how many periods are there in the regulation hockey game?
How many periods? That would be 3.
Correct. All right. Moving on to the WNBA.
Thank goodness.
All right. Hollowpoint. What city is the home of the WNBA team, the Aces?
Las Vegas.
Correct.
Yes.
Jay, what is the first name of the WNBA star Stewart who has played for the Storm and the Liberty?
That would be Brianna.
Correct. Oh, see, okay, here we go. This is a tough one. All right,
New York
question. This is like a champion. Yeah,
questions are jaded.
This guy's like, hey, he's setting a record on our show.
Yeah, he is.
Oh no, is that right? Oh,
we're in the deep waters.
Wait, 1 second. This could be the category. This is round 7. No one has reached past round 6. It's round 7. All right. Category is tennis. Hollowpoint.
Oh, God. All right.
What is the name of the major tennis tournament played in London on grass?
Wimbledon. Final answer.
Correct.
Yes.
Jay, in tennis, what word means the score is tied at 40-40?
That would be deuce.
Correct. Oh my God! Let's give it up for Jay for breaking the record. All right. Back to soccer. Soccer is the category now. Hollowpoint. What body part besides the goalie's hands are soccer players generally not allowed to use during the play? What body part besides the hands? Besides the goalkeeper's hands are soccer players generally not allowed to use during play?
The knee? I don't know. I don't know. What the answer to that? They can use their head.
Yeah, they can use their head. Yeah, they can. But it's the answer is like their hands. The question was, what body part besides the goalkeeper's hands?
I'm out.
All right. For the championship. Jay.
All right.
What is the international tournament won by the men's? What is the international tournament won by the men's national team of Argentina in 2022?
I believe that's the FIBA Cup. Oh, wait, FIBA World Cup?
For our winner and brand new champion. Jay, man, damn, you took down Hollowpoint. Holy shit, you broke a record.
Good job, bud.
Hey, we hanging his jersey in the rafters after this show.
No, that's terrible.
Congratulations, Jay. Congratulations.
I don't know what to say. I'm humbled.
They're overcooking the books. I'm appealing it. This is crazy.
Wow, it is wild. I can't believe it. It's been a long time since he's been defeated.
Congratulations.
Oh man.
Yeah. So good job. All right. Hollowpoint. Let's talk about your dummies. Who's your dummy this week?
It's so funny you mentioned Alabama's shooting star, Mr. Aiden Holloway, because he is definitely our dummy of the week. Although we didn't get a chance to mention him fully because we weren't on last week. If y'all didn't know the story, he was caught with over 2 pounds of the stickiest of the icky, and with a lot of other stuff that indicated that he was not only using, but definitely in a distributing capacity. So, because of the importance of the games that his team was playing, he is the second best player on their team, second scorer, I think, second highest scorer on their team. So definitely an important part. And Alabama was forced to remove him from the team basically because of the investigation, and because they found more stuff that not only did he have the product, but they also found evidence on his own phone.
Tell him about the gun line, boss.
He was doing meetups and distributing. So Aiden Holloway, you big dummy. What are you doing?
What the hell?
What are you doing?
On your phone?
Money. What are we doing?
On your phone.
What are you doing, man? God bless.
On your phone.
Oh, man.
That is ridiculous.
I think it's worse. I don't know what's worse. This guy doing this or like when you're a superstar, you're getting caught DUI. I can never figure out what's the worst because you have driving services. There's all kinds of ways to not get a DUI.
Yeah.
And if you get it, that means you're trying to get it.
Yeah.
Like with this dude, you get paid money. Like, what are you selling for? You're getting money.
Some people want to stay in them trenches, dog.
Oh man, I don't get it. So yeah, Aiden Holloway,
big dummy. That's terrible.
You big dummy.
About honorable mentions. Do some honorable mentions.
Yeah, man. I know we talked about MJ and how much I don't like him. I do like the fact that he is dominating NASCAR right now.
For sure.
Tyler Reddick wins at Darlington. That's winning the 4 of the first 6 races to start the season.
Crazy.
And like, as much as I don't watch NASCAR, the ESPN always like the picture when Jordan tries to climb over the thing to high five everybody, being he's 6'7", 6'6", and everybody else is like 5'4", and he's like towering over everybody, giving everybody a high five. And the best part about it is like, I feel like Tyler Reddick is like, man, if I win, Michael Jordan's going to give me another high five, and I'm with it. Let's do it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He's living the Gatorade commercial every time he wins. So
sometimes I dream.
Sometimes I dream like Mike.
So
yeah, that's my honorable mention, man. Congratulations to Tyler Reddick and the Michael Jordan team for another win, especially after he got the verdict of what he got from the courts over NASCAR. So that was cool. So good for him.
Good for him. My honorable mention is going to be the WNBA and the historic CBA that they announced for 7 years. Great, so we talk a lot about the WNBA on the show. We talk, from the beginning, knowing that they, this is the coverage they weren't getting, so they weren't getting a lot of publicity, so there wasn't a lot of marketing going into it. It's finally fantastic to see something like this happen for them. I know they got a lot of flack for you, hey, we want to get paid more. We want to get paid more. But then, you got so many people with the pushback for that. But I'm very happy for these ladies to be able to do that. Because it's terrible, man. Like, they to be able to play this game but then not make a quote unquote livable wage, doing so you have to go somewhere else, continue to get paid to, to pay for to play. So let's talk about the revenue share, included new revenue sharing holder model. 2026 salary cap jumping from $1.5 million to $7 million, and on top of the salaries being, beginning around $1.4 million. Also was the retired players, the package they put together for the retired players that could be able to see the one-time payment, which is pretty dope too. So, yeah, so shout out to the WNBA doing that.
Yeah, definitely, man. That's huge. And just the matter of the disparity in which they were making this year versus this year that versus last year is great. And then also, I couldn't hear if you mentioned the fact that they're gonna offer up the retirement.
Yeah. It depends on the how many years they played.
Depends on the years. Yeah. So that's dope. I like that they're honoring the ones that have come before them. That's probably the best part. It shows that they're trying to, I don't know if evolve is the right word, but pay respects to everybody who helped them be where they are right now.
For sure.
And it's not just this new crop. It's all the old guys or old ladies in this case that helped them.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. All right. Let's do some shout outs, man. You got any shout outs, buddy? Hollowpoint.
I just want to shout out to just the day ones, man, who always come on. My auntie, my sister always hook us up. Big Glenn always on the
yes, sir.
On the comments.
Mr. Indiana.
Always
in the building.
A big yeet to my family. So I'll be sure to give them a big old hug tomorrow. I want to see them. So but yeah, and also everybody who always kind of follows us and asks us when we're going to be on and when's the next podcast. I appreciate all of y'all. I promise you I do. And any sports question that you have, I don't mind answering or even giving my take on it. Because I guarantee you, when I'm at work, hey, man, what do you think about this? And I know you don't really watch it. And I think you just kind of, pander, want to see what I got. You probably get that all the time, too. It's like, hey, what do you think of this thing? Well, I think it sucks. But I appreciate everybody. So shout out to everybody who follows us. We appreciate it. Tell a friend to tell a friend, and bring more to the crew. More
for sure. I'm gonna piggyback off that. Thank you to our day ones. Thank you to Jay, man. Shout out to Jay.
Absolutely.
Stepping through. Really appreciate you doing that, brother. It was a fun show, and we appreciate you, man, as always. We do a little something different for our guests. With when you give your opportunities, do your shout outs or do your last minute plugs. If you look over my shoulder here, you see some WWE titles. Hollowpoint and I, we didn't reveal to you, we grew up together in Mobile, Alabama.
Nice.
Both of us huge professional wrestling fans. So what we like our guests to do in a couple like a WWE-esque promo in your best WWE superstar voice. Let the people know where to find you on your socials and plug your stuff. So, like, you know, without any further ado, let's bring you up on the big screen. There we go. There we go.
Yes.
I feel like this is gonna be a lot of pressure. I almost have to like really turn it up a notch.
You have to. Yeah.
All right. Let's see. Oh, geez. All right, everybody. This is JayReelz here, coming at you live, correct, directed, in full effect. The JayReelz Podcast coming at you every Monday and Thursday on YouTube at JayReelz, where I talk nothing but sports. In the blood, in the DNA. You want true sports talk, real sports talk, none of this clickbait, rage bait garbage. That's for the amateurs. You want professional sports talk, you got to come right here. Not only that, every Wednesday, 12 noon p.m. Eastern time, because I'm in the Eastern time zone, you get at me with a live stream where you could get at me with questions, comments, debate, argue, agree, disagree, it doesn't matter. This is your shot to get at me every Wednesday. But of course, the podcast, you could also get at me then too. And I have daily shorts coming at you with everything that's happening in sports. I also have commentary. I have critiques. I got it all covered because, as I like to say, if you love sports, like sports, got to have it, can't get enough of it, this is the channel for you. At JayReelz, right here on YouTube. Check it out. Please subscribe. I appreciate the support. And like I always say at the closing of my podcast, from the South Bronx, the South Beach, the South Central, the South Pacific, and all points beyond, peace, love, and God bless everybody. And until next time on the JayReelz Podcast, on the flip, baby.
Let's go. That's what's up, bro. Good job, Jay.
I just subbed, bro. You got me the sub right there.
Yeah, we got you. We got you, dog. We got you, man. Appreciate you, man. Once again, thank you, all of you, for tuning in. Make sure you drop a like on this video. Make sure to tell a friend and subscribe. I don't have anything else. You guys got anything else?
That's it, man.
Hey, rest in peace, Kobe. We are out of here. Peace.
All right.